I took my son to a barber shop near our home in Northeast Ohio. He must have been about 4 or 5. It was always fun to see him perched on a stool, sitting at attention. I think it may be the only time he would sit still for 20 minutes while he was awake. The barber started talking sports. He asked my son what teams he liked. My son said he loved the Indians, the Cavs, the Browns, and the Buckeyes. Then the barber asked him, "What teams do you hate?"
So my son turns to the barber, literally in his chair, and everybody, you know that moment when everybody in the barbershop stops and looks? So they're looking at him, and he says to the barber,
"I can't stand that team from the Bronx. I don't like that team from Three Rivers. And I hate that team from up north." There was a slight pause, and then the shop erupted in laughter. I thought to myself, that's my boy.
so my point is, no matter what we call it, we all hate something. I'm convinced that we're never ever going to rid this world of hate. As long as there are people, there are going to be reasons to hate.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know.
I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Religion, ethnicity, color, gender, how much money you make, sexual preference, and even sports teams. There's an unlimited number of reasons that we all have to hate.
I've been involved in hundreds of cases and dozens of trials involving preventable medical errors. The preparation of these cases always presents the opportunity to focus the lens of hate on despicable things that have been done by highly trained professionals and huge healthcare organizations. My goal in these matters is to make things better for the people injured or the families of those killed by medical negligence, while also making things better for us all as we seek healthcare.
So the question I have to answer is, does hate motivate people to make things better?
I can tell you firsthand the desire to focus on hate is intoxicating. It's easy to hate someone that hurts someone we love. My career has been a struggle to answer whether the lens of hate or the lens of love has the greater capability of making things better. I had a case which involved a child brain damaged at the time of birth. The claim was that the OBGYN should have delivered the child earlier and avoided the brain damage.
We had every opportunity in the case to direct hatred toward the OBGYN. Her conduct was horrific. We could have pointed that out. She didn't come to the hospital for hours, so we could have pointed out her laziness. But we did none of that.
Instead, we focused on the fact that we all love our children, and we must do everything we can to protect them. We showed how the OB was inexperienced. We showed, through the nurse's testimony, how the fetal heart rate of the baby went from good to worrisome to ominous. We showed how the parents would spend the rest of their life caring for their baby and the millions of dollars it would take to provide that care. The jurors came to their own conclusion that the OB failed to deliver the baby due to her inexperience and awarded the family more than $10 million. Their decision was not based on hatred of the OBGYN, but based on the need to protect children at all costs. I was involved in another case where a woman gave birth to her child with a doula, despite the fact that she had difficulties with her previous pregnancies. And during the pregnancy of this baby, the woman made regular visits to her family doctor for checkups. The family doctor never made a note in the file that the woman's plans of having a baby at home could put the baby in danger. There was no note advising against this plan. We focused the case on how ridiculous we thought it was for the family doctor to follow along with the pregnancy and not advise the woman against the at-home birth. The family doctor testified that she did in fact advise against the birth at home. She just didn't document the discussion in the chart. We lost that case. The jury did not hate the family doctor the way we did.
Even when I was defending medical negligence cases, what I found is that when the opposing side focused on hating the defendant or the hospital or me, they lost.
In the words of Maya Angelou, hate has caused a lot of problems in the world, but it has not solved one yet.
My clients come in with multiple reasons to hate the people who hurt them, or the people who killed their loved ones, or the people who maimed someone that they love. And as their lawyer, it's really easy to join in on the hate parade. But what I found is that that generally doesn't work.
It's much easier and much more effective to focus on love. Inevitably, the defendant has taken something from my clients that my clients love, something that we all love. That love is universal. We all love our parents. We all love our children. We all love our spouses. We all have a right to be properly treated by our doctors.
When the focus turns to the commonality of the things that we love, we can make real change because we all want to protect and save the things that we love.
That's how we're gonna win. Not fighting what we hate. Saving what we love.
Now, I'm going to try to keep politics out of these videos, but when I do, I'm going to try to give both sides.
Right now, it seems both sides of our political spectrum are focused on trying to convince people to hate the other side. We should hate President Trump because fill in the blank. Or we should hate Nancy Pelosi because fill in the blank. The result of this focused hatred is a portion of the electorate on opposite sides entrenched in their positions, who cannot be convinced to change their stance by the other side spewing reasons to hate. The truth is, the people who love our president love the message that he gives. They've worked their whole life to build and save and get ahead. And they feel this being pulled away from them by forces beyond their control. They truly believe their ability to get ahead is being stifled by government regulation and by things like welfare. They're fighting to save what they love.
These people believe in the ability to get ahead through hard work and saving, and they believe this president will protect what they love.
Ironically, the people who do not love our president are fighting to save the exact same thing. They want a country where a person who works hard can make a living and care for their family, and they also see that being taken away. They see people working at Walmart full-time and still requiring Medicaid and food stamps to make ends meet. They believe their ability to get ahead is being stifled by rich people's tax cuts and programs that benefit the rich. They're fighting to save what they love too.
These people believe in providing an opportunity to get ahead for everyone through hard work and savings. And they're convinced the current president is going to destroy that opportunity.
By focusing on hate, both sides keep the people entrenched in their positions and unable to see the commonality of what they love. And no lasting positive change comes through hate.
I invite you to think about the things that you hate. Challenge yourself. Why do you hate? What do you love that you're protecting? Odds are you're not really interested in destroying what you hate, but you're interested in protecting what you love. And then turn around and take a look at others who disagree with you. And think about why they hate the things that they hate and what it is that they're protecting. And when you look past the hate and you find what they love and you put yourself in their shoes, I think what you're going to find is commonality. That they may love and are trying to protect the same things that you are. And if we find what they love and it's in common with us, that's when we can make real change. That's when we can make things better. I'm making these videos to share my journey, to show how, in my experience, our why defines everything in our lives, and it controls everything that we do, whether we want it to or not. My hope is that in these videos, the people who are watching will find something that will help them in their own journey. I'll be putting these videos out on a regular basis, and you can find them here, or you can find a link to them on our website at kcinjury.com. Thanks for watching, and be well.